Wifey and I just took a trip down to China Mart, and while we were there she wanted a heater for the bathroom. A little electric heater, you know, so when she and great grandma go in there and take a bath, they can warm the place up a little bit more. It is winter time. I told her, you know, real women don't need such trifles, but she didn't buy off on that at all. Anyway, we decided, you know, I decided, let's get a Honeywell. Let's get something decent, you know, a brand name I recognize. And it's a nice one, you know, it's 360 degrees, puts out heat, it's got high and low, and a fan. Just your basic heater. And you go down here. Look at here. Look at here. Where does it say right there? It says here somewhere. Let me find it now. It's here somewhere. Made in China. I don't believe it. But what are you going to do? You know, I mean, if you want anything anymore, you got to buy something made in China. It just irritates me to death. More jobs that left America. Wifey just gave me a complaint that I was not the one that picked out that Honeywell heater. Who picked it out?
I did.
You did. So you're responsible for the jobs leaving America, is that right?
That's right.
What kind of an attitude is that?
One that you're going to get knocked over the head if you don't behave yourself. Taking credit, lying on your videos.
I didn't lie.
You did.
I was right there with you.
You were not.
Where was I?
You were off in La La Land for all I know.
Well, at least I bought something in the United States. This is a product of the USA. It says so on here somewhere. Let me see if I can. There it is right there. See what it says right there? Come on, camera, focus. Anyway, it says product of the USA. There it is right on top. See it? Under 16 ounces. Yeah, turnips. And I bought a package of 4 and 4, and there's a reason for that. We're going to try to fry turnips just like we do fried potatoes and onions. I know it can be done. A lot of people I've seen there are folks on the internet who have done it, but they do it in an oven. I don't like that. I'm going to try to fry them in a big iron skillet. 2 ways of doing it. I'm going to try. One, you cook all your turnips, you boil them until they're cooked, and then you slice them and fry them that way. Or you can try frying them, just, you know, peeling them, slicing them, and frying them right in the grease just like you would a normal potato. I thought I'd experiment and see which one works the best. And, of course, which one tastes the best. We're going to put a little bit of olive oil in there, cook them in olive oil, and, you know, maybe some seasoning. I don't know. We're going to figure out what I want to do. Maybe some of that Greek seasoning. Who knows? Today is the 6th of December. And, you know, Arkansas weather can sometimes be the strangest thing. 2 days ago, we were running around in short-sleeve shirts. It was hot. I actually turned the air conditioner on at work. Now, look at here. 2 days later, we have, well, I don't call it an ice storm. It's more of a sleet storm. Started last night, late last night. We've got about 1 inch of it. And it's swept from the northwest corner of the state down to the central part. And this is what we have now. Is this amazing or what? But some cars are getting by on it with no problem at all. I have to go to work here in about an hour. And I don't think I'll have any trouble. Well, there's the first 4. They're in the old pot. I added a little salt is all I did right now. We're just going to boil them for about 30-40 minutes to see what happens. And then once they're cooked, you know, you stick a fork in them and they're soft and everything. Then we'll take them out, let them cool down, slice them and fry them. I decided to toast up a couple of pieces of toast here. The wifey said those were the last 2 slices that we had of white bread. Oh well, I'll sacrifice them. I'm going to toast them up, get them kind of crunchy, and then break them up in little pieces and throw them out on the ice for the birds. They're done cooking. I decided to only cook them about 3/4 of the way because they would, you know, if you cook them all the way, they'll break up easy when you try to flip them in the frying pan. So about 3/4 of the way, we'll finish cooking them the rest of the way in the pan. Wifey also told me she was out of olive oil, so I'm going to have to use Crisco pure vegetable, but I guess it doesn't matter. And they're all cooled down. I've had them in cold water for a while. Let's get them sliced. Here's a little update as to what's going on with our loop antenna. I took one of these foam rubber sanding pads, you know, and I kind of like those things. They work really good. And I just smoothed up all 4 sides, and I slightly rounded off the edges so there wouldn't be anything sharp. I did the same thing for the long mast that holds up these 2 arms. Let me get that thing here and I'll show you. There we go. The mast has also been sanded nice and smooth, all 4 sides. I took my time, but I didn't go, you know, bananas on it. I just gave it a nice, got a very smooth feeling right now. And so the next thing to do is take a foam rubber brush. And I'm going to take some of this pre-stained Minwax wood conditioner, or sealer is what it is. Same stuff we use on our old radio cabinets. I'm just going to go all over all 3 of these pieces, all 4 sides, ends, everything. Then I'll wait about an hour and we'll put the stain on. Now the stain I plan to use is red mahogany. Now this red mahogany, I'm not even sure if that's really red mahogany. I may have thrown in a little walnut over the years, you know, mix a couple together to see what kind of a color I would get. I can't remember. But I'll tell you, whatever's in there is what the wood's going to get. Alright, actually these things cooked a little bit longer than I wanted to. They're a little bit too soft. Chances are they'll break apart as I flip them while they're frying, but you know, got to work with what I've got. I'm going to add a little more seasoning. That there was just some pepper. Instead of using Cavender's this time, I think we're going to try some of this stuff. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Chocaris, Tony Chocaris, Chocaris, I don't know. It's supposed to be spices and herbs. Yeah, we'll put a little on there. I want to try it. Never tried it before. I'm in an experimenting mood here. I'm going to give that thing a nice, just to see what happens. We're also going to add some chopped onions to this. Alright, we're fixing to, I got it all crumbled up on this plate. We're fixing to feed the old birdies here. There we go. They'll like that. They'll be back in droves for that. Well, I'm happy to say they're not breaking all the pieces. They're flipping just like regular potatoes, which is great. I like that. Boy, these things smell pretty good. I can't wait to get the onions in them. Maybe I'll add a little more of that seasoning. Yeah, we need a little more of that seasoning. You know, I'm kind of a seasoning freak, you know. Put a little bit more on there on both sides of those potatoes. Get that grease seasoned real good. Looks great, huh? I'm sitting here listening to Tree Transmitting Gossamer Whimsy. That's a website out there that plays really good music all the time, and I think Gossamer Whimsy is going to play, I think this was the one, they're going to play Christmas songs all the way up until Christmas. So this is kind of nifty to tune in. I've got a bit of a hum in that radio tonight, I don't know why. I'll bet I know why. I'll bet Great Grandma's got her TV on. Also, you'll notice that I have no desk lamp. I have no desk lamp.
Oh.
Where did my desk lamp go?
I dropped it.
That's right. Wifey was messing around on my workbench and she broke my desk lamp. They're looking better and better. Time to add the onions. Let's add some onions to this to see what happens. This is, of course, all experimental. All experimental. Every bit of it. I've never done any of this before, but I'll tell you what, it's smelling good and it's looking good. Yeah. I want to do a little shout out here to Tom MGB. Now I know why he's Tom MGB. He owns an MGB and he works on it. Anyway, he sent me a nice Christmas card to wifey and me. It was very nice of him to do so. I want to say thank you. And inside the card was a CD. He said that I know that you like movies. You like to go to the movies. and you like to listen to, you know, movie soundtracks, things like that. And he sent me a CD that has 23 different soundtracks on it. I thought that was nice of him to do that. That's great. These are all the soundtracks. I've been listening to them already. They sound great, you know. Really good. So I'm not sure if the Magnificent Seven or the Star Wars is like my favorite, but anyway, all kinds of good ones here. Great stuff. So that's really nice of him to do that. And incidentally, he said he recently purchased a Stromberg Carlson Model 130H. And he came home and he went on the internet to see if there was any information on it. Well, he found my complete restoration, step by step, of the Stromberg Carlson 130H that I had done. He said, wow, lucky me. So everything he'll need to know on his 130H is right there on the internet. So everything, to include the cabinet. So good luck with that, Tom, and I appreciate it very much. And we want to say, wifey and I want to say Merry Christmas to you and thank you for this a great deal. Alright, I think it's time to take them out. We're going to go ahead and take these babies out of here. Well, it's going to take two hands, I guess. Well, that's it for the red mahogany. It looks okay, but it's not dark enough. It's got to be a little bit darker. This antenna will be sitting next to that Atwater Kent 145. It's a lot darker than this. I don't want it to stick out like a... It'll just look weird, you know, sticking out like a sore thumb. The two different colors side by side. So we'll slap a little walnut on there. Alright, we're just going to do a taste test here and see how we like them. Here's some salt and pepper if you want to add a little bit more salt. What do you think?
Good.
They are good? Did they taste any different than, say, a normal turnip?
It tastes like a potato.
It tastes like a potato. Fried potato? And how about the seasoning I put on? Was that pretty good stuff?
Yeah.
All right.
Like a potato.
All right, let me give it a try here. Well, the birds aren't showing up too well after that bread. That's because the sleet has begun again, and I think they're all just in hiding. And since I have to go to work, I guess I'll not get a chance to see them eat it. Wifey's the one that only bought one loaf of bread this time. And now the birds can't, they have nothing to eat. Are you a bird hater? Do you dislike birds, honey? Huh?
Right now, I dislike you.
Who wants to go bye-bye? Who wants to go bye-bye? All right, everybody wants to go bye-bye, huh? All right, oh, there's old Mac. He said, take me bye-bye. I'm ready to go. Yes. And here she comes back from checking the mail late at night. This is the desk lamp breaker. You messed with my workbench.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That is like the ultimate sin, woman.
Not too bad.
Well, I'll tell you what, she's 100% right. This tastes just like a potato. I put a little bit more salt on mine, and man, they are good. Don't even taste like a turnip. Holy mackerel. Give it a try. Next time, I'm not going to boil the turnip. I'm going to go ahead and just peel it, slice it, and fry it, and see if there's any difference in the way they taste. Anyway, that wraps up this video for today. Hope you all liked our little cooking. Old Mr. Mac there. I think it's Mr. Mac 5120. I think that's his handle. He said he wanted a cooking video before Christmas. Well, there you are, Brother Mac. Fried turnips and onions. They taste really good. Now, of course, you know, it depends on the kind of seasoning you like. This seasoning that we tried the first time is pretty darn good. So until next time, this is John. Well, we can't end the video yet until we get Great-Grandma's opinion. What do you think of them, Grandma? You said they were a little bit sweeter than a potato, right?
They're good.
Are they good? They don't really taste like a turnip, do they?
No.
No?
But they are a little sweet.
A little bit sweeter. They're not too bad, though, are they?
No.
No, good.
They are pretty good.